What's up, y'all? It's No Joe Coward. Hot as fuck. Coming at you live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, bitches. I'm all pink and shit today. I'm all pink. Hey, the last couple days I've been jogging barefoot. Yesterday was my first barefoot jog ever, and today was my second barefoot jog ever. It's actually pretty sweet, man. I actually really enjoy it. So I digress. I have an email. Hard to find Cambodia info. Okay. It says, "Hey, No Joe Coward. I love your videos and all the info and tips you give. Even though I'm not going to donate money to your channel. Yeah, I'm looking to, I'm looking at to begin Cambodia this August. Staying long term. Blah blah blah. I get that I'd be annoying to have people. God, dude, learn how to fucking type, bitch. God, man, you motherfuckers send me these emails, man, and like you expect me to do this shit for free, give you all this good ass info, be funny and entertaining at the same time, and you send me this fucking bullshit where y'all motherfuckers can't even type a goddamn email with proper English. I digress. Guys, stop sending me these bullshit emails, man. Like proofread your shit, alright? If it happens again, Marshall, I'm gonna delete this shit. Fuck you, man. I get that it would be annoying to have people ask you questions they can find the answer to online, but I'm struggling to find out one thing. Is there a go-to website or network to find long-term apartment rentals for Phnom Penh? Also, are contract leases and security bonds standard over there, or is it more relaxed in the West? Just one last quick one. Yeah, anything else? Anything else, dude? Anything else? Jesus Christ. One last thing. Is the ordinary business visa available on arrival at the airport? And are any extra documents needed in comparison to the tour? God damn, Mark. Man, fuck you, dude. Ask me all this bullshit. Now, let me answer your questions about long-term apartment. So, before I came to Cambodia, I obviously did not know how to get an apartment here. I was stressing out about it. I was able to get a guest house before I came, which is easy to do. And it's actually easy to get an apartment and a house. A lot of people just don't know what to do. There are several websites. I mean, dude, all you gotta do is type in Phnom Penh apartment rentals, and there'll be like Sunny Realty or whatever the fuck it's called. There'll be all this shit. Also, another website is called Bong Tom. That's B-O-N-G, just like a bong you're smoking weed with. THOM.com. That's one word, bongtom.com, and it's kind of like almost like a Craigslist for Cambodia. And that's actually where I found my very first apartment. It was near the Russian market, and it was a studio apartment, very small, but in a pretty decent area for $150 a month, which for what I had is a decent price for an apartment. Plus, it was near the Russian market, so it's going to be slightly more expensive. But one of the most popular ways, one of the most common ways for people to find places to rent here are just on Facebook. I mean, there's so many groups here. There's like apartments for rent in Phnom Penh, properties for sale and for rent in Phnom Penh. There's like 10 or more probably of just all this shit that you can find. So finding an apartment here is easy. What is difficult is finding a good landlord. That's tough. Now, let me just a quick story. Okay, so my first apartment I lived in for about 4 months in Tudampong, which is the Russian market. Tudampong is like how you say it. That's what the Khmer call it. So I stayed there for 4 months, no problems, all good. And then what happened is I ended up moving to an area called Tuolsvai Prai, which is a little bit north of Tudampong. It's pretty much right next to it. It's just a neighborhood or a section north of that. And I moved in with my friend Adrian, who you all know about, I'm sure. Eileen, who I've mentioned, and Chintu, who I've mentioned as well. And we still live together to this day. But before we moved into this house, we lived in 2 apartments together that we all got kicked out of. 2 apartments in a row. I'm going to explain. So in the first apartment, the landlord had her family and they all ran it, and they're rich as fuck. They're rich as fuck. So basically what they do is they get people's deposits. And they don't fix shit. So we had a lot of issues with our apartment. Like the ceiling was leaking acid. It was leaking acid from the ceiling in my friend Eileen's room. We had many difficulties with the apartment, and they wouldn't fix it. And they said, well, if you have a problem with it, then you can leave. So what a lot of these landlords do is they get people's deposits, and then they kick you out to make a quick buck. and then they get new foreigners in and whoever, and then they kick them out. And they'll find any little reason as to why. But one of the main reasons we got kicked out of the first place was me. It was actually me. They had found out about my YouTube channel, and a guy from Cambodia, Expats Online, that's a forum here based out of Phnom Penh, had made this video about me called Inside the News, No Joe Coward, which I'm going to put up. It'll be right here. You guys can watch it. Basically, this video depicting me to be a child abuser, a drug addict, a street brawler, and that I moved here specifically to destroy the Cambodian education system, because there was a picture of me with kids in the background giving the middle finger, and apparently that was like a fucking atrocity. So the landlords found out about it, and they didn't want us to live there anymore, and they're also scared of me because I was a boxer at the time, and I guess just because somebody likes to box means they're automatically a serial killer. So anyways, we moved to another apartment, and they did the same thing after a couple months. They didn't like us, and they kicked us out. They literally just said, yeah, you guys have to move out. They just kicked us out, and they were friends with the military and police. So if we were not going to move out, they would just have us basically arrested or bribed. And even when we were moving out, they were still charging us for cleaning fees and many other fees that was completely unnecessary. They had our deposits, they had all that shit. So the issue is finding good and trustworthy landlords. And just a tip, if you're signing a contract for an apartment and they say that, oh, we're like family, oh, you know, I'm like your mother, oh, we're friends, you're not. You're not. They don't give a fuck about you. I'm not saying all Cambodians are like that, but the majority of them, when it comes to their relations with foreigners, if they can make a buck off you, they will. If they can fuck you over to make a buck, in my experiences, they will always do it 100% of the time. 100% of the time. And if there's any Cambodians, oh my God, No Joe Coward's a racist, even though he's speaking the truth. He's a fucking racist, even though he's honest and keeping it real. Well, fuck you, dude. That's how it is. I mean, like, suck my dick, man. Like, fuck you, dude. Like you're not the one who got kicked out of your fucking apartment twice in a row, dude. Like, with no notice. Anyways, and as far as the contracts don't mean shit, by the way. Just so you know, because we signed a contract with them, and on the contract it said, if we kick you out for any reason whatsoever, then we will give you twice the amount of your deposit back. Well, needless to say, we got kicked out and we didn't get anything back. They still took more money from us with the threat of the police arresting us. So they're criminals. They're criminals. I called the lady. I told her that she was a liar, and she said, I'm going to call the police on you because you call me a liar. So that's how Cambodia works, guys. Like if they're friends with the police, if you piss them off, then they can threaten to call the cops, and then the cops will come and bribe you. I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but in my experiences, it has been quite a bit. So that is something to look out for, guys. Contracts here don't mean shit. There's no legitimacy to them at all. It's Cambodia. I don't even know what a security bond is. I mean, this Cambodia, there's no fucking like legitimacy here with anything. It's all about if you can pay somebody off. But I still like living here. Just one last thing about the business visa, guys. If you want a visa on arrival, pardon me, as far as I know, with the current information I have, based on the information I currently have, you can get a visa, a business visa at the airport on arrival. So when you land at the airport, you get off the plane, you fill out, you fill out a few health forms, just like seeing if you have diseases, whatever. You hand them to the fucking guy, and then you go up to a visa desk, and they will say, okay, how long do you want your visa for? You want a business visa? I said, yeah, I want a business visa for 1 month, which is a mistake. You should always get it for longer if you know you're going to move here. What I did is I showed them my passport, and I believe I had to show them my arrival card, which you'll get on the airplane. And it took a couple minutes, and I paid her. The current prices for visas, as far as I know, all right, 1 month is $50, 3 months is $80, 6 months is about 160, and a year is like 280 to 300. Okay, and then once you're done with that, they take your thumbprints on this little machine and you fuck off, and then you're in the city. So, anyways, man, that's all I really have to say about that, guys. You know, yeah, I mean, getting a place here is pretty easy. It's just finding trustworthy landlords, because like I said, 9 times out of 10, if they can make a $100 or $200 off you, they don't give a fuck about you. Like, they will fuck you over completely, and they will call the police on you. So that's one thing I would suggest is getting involved with business with the locals. Anything that involves like money with the locals, I'm very hesitant to do, because I've had a few bad experiences here where we got seriously fucked over when we get involved with the locals. So again, I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of true for us. Anyways, guys, if y'all have any more questions, it's nojokestriking@gmail.com. It's nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. It was a pleasure to speak to you guys. All go fuck yourself. Peace.